Hello, everyone. My name is Meija Schreiner, and I'm a counselor at the Bridge Counseling, Consulting, and Mediation in Tempe, Arizona. I recognize that it is a changing and confusing time right now, and as we all try to navigate this uncharted territory, we can feel extra stress and discomfort. And I wanted to give you 3 tips on managing stressful, changing, and uncertain times. Tip number 1. Recognize that change in and of itself is inherently challenging and uncomfortable for all of us, and that it's natural to feel distress and discomfort in times of change. And if we're able to reframe it as natural instead of just plain old suffering, we might be able to find some peace and confidence and through this time, rather than beating ourselves up and feeling like we're crazy and frantically trying to fix it or change it for ourselves. If we can just rest in that current state of distress and recognize that it won't last forever and that we will make it to the other side of this, that we can have more hope for the future and more confidence going forward. Tip number 2. Oftentimes, when things are stressful and uncertain, we can worry about what's coming up, which would be a thought about the future, or we can be angry and stressed out and sad, which is often about thoughts about the past. If we can stay in the present moment and really take in our current surroundings and situation right now in the moment, this is a practice of mindfulness. And it can increase our personal awareness, it can increase our self-control, and it can increase our sense of peace and be able to move forward with this ever-present moment-to-moment awareness. Tip number 3. Letting go of what isn't in your control. Oftentimes when we're stressed out and feeling out of control, as a way to protect ourselves and feel safer, we will grasp on really tight and try to control things that maybe aren't even in our control or shouldn't be in our control. And that's normal, but it can often lead to strife internally where we just feel stressed out and more elevated. And it can even lead to strife with your relationships and in your community. And so really recognizing what we can control, which is our thoughts, our emotions, and our behaviors, and letting go of those things that are outside of our control. And that doesn't mean that we don't prepare for things and that we don't get ready, but really being able to differentiate between what is and what isn't in our control can potentially provide great relief and some peace in an unsettling time. I get that this is a season of uncertainty as we navigate this state of flux and things are changing rapidly around us. And there is some grief and some loss and some just transition going on right now. If you feel like you need extra support, we at the Bridge Counseling, Consulting, and Mediation would be happy to help you through teletherapy sessions. Or you can contact your local mental health professional for additional support in your area. If these tips were helpful for you, I will be posting additional tips in future videos in the coming weeks to help support all of you out there. And I wish you the very best and safety and happiness always.